Okay, y'all, I'm back. Now, let me share this with you all. In the year of 2021, in the year of 2021, since I moved to the DMV, I moved into the DMV in March. This year alone, I had met 4 people online through the OkCupid app. The 4 people, I had only, out of the 4 people, I had only somewhat seriously dated one, in the sense where he had asked me to be his girlfriend. But for the whole time, the duration that we were talking, I was also seeing what else was out there up until that point. Did he know this? Yes, because we communicated about it. He was doing the same. Okay. So all of that was on the table. We were both very transparent in that way. What I realized is, out of the 4 people that I had met up with off the OkCupid app, 2 had asked me for anal. The older 53-year-old and the youngin, the one between the youngin in this area, which was like between 29 and 32. And that's when I was just like, hold up. Between you two and the youngin in Philly, what's going on here? Do y'all know each other here? Like, what the hell is going on? Turns out they did. Not necessarily knowing each other, and this is also including the because I said I told you that I met four men in the year of 2021. Turns out all 4 of the men either knew each other or there was a common person that they knew. Okay. I did not know this at the time. Spirit did not divulge this to me at the time. Spirit told me this actually this year. Okay. That there was a common person. So I share this to say, because I'm going to backtrack. I share this to say, in my title, I spoke about how I was trafficked, sacrificed, and energy harvest. Let me connect the dots. So, during the whole of 2021 and 2020, remember when I was sharing with you how I was feeling drained, I was feeling tired and fatigued whenever I was intimate with the youngin. I would also be bleeding. Turns out that he was having sex rituals, part of a group to harvest, siphon, harness my energy, okay, through my sacral chakra, my sexual energy, okay, with others. This is how I was being harvested. How I was being trafficked is because whomever told him and told the old man, the 53-year-old man, had told the youngin, the other youngin here in the DMV area, and the other 2 people, they were sharing information about me, physical, like the knowledge about me, physically, spiritually, stuff that I didn't even know about myself, spiritually, in order to extract energy from my sacral chakra, using sexual energy to power up their manifestations, their manifestations, or whatever type of magic that they were doing. Okay. This is partially how I was being trafficked. It was like there was a pimp, a main pimp, right? And then I was being put on the auction block, unbeknownst to me at the time, for the highest bidder for my sexual energy. This is where the honey traps were coming in. For those who haven't watched my video on honey traps, it's when someone is purposely sent in to pursue you, especially if it's a romantic interest, to pursue you, to gain information from you. And if they can, have sex with you to extract your energy and take it back to others so that they can benefit from any type of manifestations, rituals, or spells. At the time, I did not know this. The first flag that came for me was when, what the fuck, why are all these men asking for anal? Why? What's the significance of that? And it wasn't until I think I came across a psychic by the name of Pretty Oracle, and she had hit me up onto the game on a YouTube channel, hit me up on a game of these dudes that be in these groups and secret society groups, how they be aiming to engage in anal sex. As a way to bind themselves to your sacral chakra. Of course, this was after I had already done that. Basically, to bind themselves to your womb space. So those who have golden wombs, which is essentially women, chosen ones, earth angels, and how usually with golden wombs you're able to produce and manifest at an accelerated rate. Those who are spiritual, good or bad, know this and take advantage of this, okay? I was dumb. I was going to say dumb. I was dumb and wet behind the ears in that because I had no idea. I just thought, one, it was strange, and I'm thinking like, these some freaky ass motherfuckers. This is what I'm thinking, okay? But it wasn't until I saw that video where I was just like, oh. So this is where the trafficking comes in, okay? Because the individual or individuals behind it, I had so many men coming to me, approaching me on online dating. Well, I was at that point, I think I had closed out all my online dating apps, and I think I had only had OkCupid open for the year of 2021. But I was being hit up by many men on OkCupid, on all of my social media platforms, hitting me up, Facebook, Instagram. Did I have Twitter at the time? No. Many. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Because your girl didn't know that she was for sale for the highest bidder. Your girl didn't know that my golden womb was being auctioned off or pimped off by whomever was behind the scenes. Now, at the time, I didn't know who was behind the scenes that was facilitating all of these sales or all of these interests. All I know is I was inundated and bombarded with all of this male attention from different platforms. You remember when you see Facebook, and one of the things Facebook is like, people you may know? I was getting several people, and I don't care what you say. I feel like anybody that comes up on that people you may know are people who are checking your profile out. I don't give a fuck what Facebook says. And if that's not true, that could have just been my ancestors telling me that's one, That's one. Keep an eye out for that one. Keep an eye out for that one. And I had so many men coming at me or after me, like genuine interest in wanting to get into my physical space. It was crazy, y'all. And not only that, it was almost like aggressive. Like I could feel the heat from them, their energy. You know what I'm saying? Like sexual energy, like heat from them. It was crazy. So, when that started happening and over extended period of time, I said, fuck it, I'm shutting this down. My apps and my legs. I'm celibate. I am going to be celibate. And as of today, your girl is going on 4 years of celibacy. What is it? 22, 23, 24, 25? It'll be 4 years the end of this year, y'all. But that's where the trafficking comes in. And I found out that I wasn't only being trafficked physically, I was being trafficked spiritually. And people were like, how, Sway? Because what Spirit had showed me was when I was intimate with, more specifically, we'll say the youngin'. So when I was intimate with the youngin' would connect to other people, part of their ritual group, in the spirit, in the astral. And so they would be benefiting off of my sexual energy through him being attached in me, through me. You see what I'm saying? And so I feel it's necessary to put that information out there, because there's a lot of women who were ignorant to all of this, like I was. You think people are showing genuine interest in you, either to date you, and some may be very blatant, open, and say, I just want to fuck you, okay? And that's fine too if two adults are consensual. But then you add another component, is you are meant to be a spiritual lick. You are the gift that keeps on giving. I was the gift that kept on giving, because each time I slept with the dude, I'm talking about the first one in Philly, he was harnessing and draining my energy. And if he wasn't passing it on through whatever sexual rituals he was doing at the time, it was being done astrally, okay? And I wasn't even hip to that. So then, guess what happens? I cut him off. That means it's like the other men who may have been benefiting off of that, either astrally or through their ritual groups. That's why I could feel the heat, from these men who were approaching me. It was like from all these different platforms, wanting my attention, but really wanting my sacral chakra, my golden womb. Like, y'all, I could feel it. It was like men in heat. And it was just off of a hello, a hey, but I could feel the energy that was coming from them. Now, the other part of where the trafficking component is remember those 2 videos that I told you that I had made with the youngin' back in Philadelphia? Well, somebody got a hold of them. and they put them on the dark web. And then they go ahead and they put them on Twitter. I didn't know that until recently. Spirit told me. So here we are, dark web. My videos with him is on Twitter. It's on the dark web. It's on OnlyFans. And I'm wondering why in 2021 was I going through bouts or days where I felt severely drained and tired and fatigued. I would get visions of men jacking off to me. I'm like, how, Sway? And then it dawned on me, the video. I would see different men, different nationalities of men jacking off to me. So that's another component of the trafficking, y'all. So not only was I physically trafficked, I was digitally trafficked, and I was spiritually trafficked, y'all. The sacrifice component is they would use the sacral energy to power up rituals, to offer to different entities, deities, gods that they were working with, to embolden them with their gifts, spiritual gifts, and or to take mine, ones that weren't even yet activated within me yet, y'all, that I had no knowledge of, y'all. This is how I was being sacrificed. Using my own energy against me, using my power source, using my sacral energy, using it as offerings to deities, to entities, to various gods, demons, to get spiritual gifts, to gain my spiritual gifts. Destiny swapping. Okay, so I hope I was able to connect the dots of where the sacrificing comes in, where the trafficking comes in, and where the harvesting comes in. So I'm going to leave this video here. I'll see you on the other side.